What is it? What do we get? Let's see what we get. That was rolled in chat, everybody. I did not roll that. We get a +1 magic weapon. Benefit, 200 gold. So the pirates hid an object here, that it's a magical weapon, and it has worth 200 gold. Let's talk treasure here, everybody. Let's talk treasure. I'm gonna mark this down. Let's pull up this. We're gonna go treasure. We know it's worth 200 gold. And it's a +1 magic weapon. Maybe that's why we were down here as breachers. We were here looking for this. What does benefit mean? It means it's good. It means there's no flaw. So let's go look at magical items. I can't believe we're getting a magical item out of the gate here. Let's go to magic items and designing. That's why they keep panning around. He is who from the audience, everybody who's watching this maybe recorded later, who knew Pan was such a badass adventurer? Just Pan. We thought he was gonna die immediately. So with that, we need to talk magical items. Is it unique? Is it super special? It just said it was a weapon. That's all it said that it was. And it said it was a benefit, so it needs to have a benefit. I mean, do we give him a magical item from here? Or do we want to get spicy and build our own? Because if we scroll up a little bit, you got designing magical items. It's a level 1. It's a +1 item. There's no flaw. Is it an intelligent weapon? I love intelligent weapons. Here's a benefit. We roll a d12. All right, it gives us what we need. So let's roll a d12. A 9. You have advantage on initiative rolls. What do we think would be a good weapon? Do we want to roll here? Because we have to remember there is something important that we do need to talk about. He's a dungeon chef, and dungeon chefs don't have a lot of gear that they can wear. They get daggers, chef's knife, hand axe, hand crossbow. That is all they know how to use. So we got to see if he gets something he knows how to use. I mean, I guess we're going to do this D20, right? We're going to see what it is. Come on. Be something we can use. Be something we can use. An 18. A short sword. A short sword is not what we need. But +1 weapon. Short sword. It's a short sword. And we have the benefit. The benefit of initiative. Advantage on, I think it was on initiative, right? Is that what 18 was? Advantage on initiative. Yeah, it sure was. So I'm just going to put advantage on int. And then we go back up here. If the audience would like to roll me a d20, we're going to see what its feature is. +1's cool. That's to attack and damage. You're not good with this weapon, which means we have a disadvantage on using it. But we can always bring this weapon back to one of our other people. He can use it, but he can bring it back to the other breachers. And nothing is saying we can't hold it in our offhand for that bonus to advantage, to initiative, right? And then we can swing with it. Trails incense. It leaves a smell behind. Okay, I'm all right with that. Trails. Maybe it'll help our friends find us. Trails incense. This is how he sets the atmosphere before he cooks. He vows to get good with this. This is like a cooking sword, right? Trails incense, you know, this could help maybe when our party comes to find us. I gotta say, everybody, this is a wild first item to find. And when we were looking over experience, my question when we were looking at experience is, do we get 200 XP? I would think not. It says over time, PCs will earn and lose gold through adventuring, carousing, and buying gear. Per treasure find, each group should gain about 10 gold times their average party level in value. Oh, this is just gold. So we found a legendary item. I think immediately it's incredible, prized, well guarded, maybe fabulous. What do you all think? Do you think this should be a fabulous experience or a legendary? This isn't like an epic artifact. This is just a regular magic sword with some incense and bonus to initiative. I think fabulous is a good amount. So what I decided I was going to do when I'm doing this, in rooms when we get experience, I was going to mark experience in another color on the side to make it easier for myself to track. And I gotta be honest, the best way to mark things, if you want to know what they are, good old red Sharpie. But since we are talking gold, I don't think it's legendary. It's not legendary items in this game. The audience, for those who are asking why, said legendary. My thing is a legendary item is going to be something like this, like Brax Cube of, something, or Cloak of Elven Kind, or like these named things. I don't think a bonus to initiative is legendary. How else do we start off with the vet? You know what? You are right. That is a wonderful argument. I'll pull a face cam up. I have a gold pen. We are gonna write down 10 XP. So now we know what we've got. So we gather this sword, we put another hand. We said that this guy was gonna be like the Swedish chef when we started playing him. And I really wanted to see if I could find the Swedish chef soundboard. This is I wanted you to see the process of what I do when I'm running these games. So I did find one. Let's see what it sounds like. This is us making eggs. So we found it, we're excited. And we now have our sword. I think with that, we have to make the decision, are we going to set up camp here for the night, or do we push on? We've looked over the sword. This puts us at our 4 rounds. I think we make our way out of this room. I don't think we want to set up here. I think we make our way to the 2nd floor. So our movement is 10, and since we are in combat rounds, we should do combat rounds. So 1, so 7, 8, 9, 10. That moves us to here. So that's another round. That's 5, right? And then we're going to go 1. Whoops, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's another round. And then we have to check for encounters. On a D6 roll, on a 1, there's something. As we're creeping up the steps, getting ready to come out in this next level, we're going to see if there's anything else. I rolled a 4. We're safe. So we're going to go into our 7th round as we're making our way back up. And we're going to make our way out through here. So this was 1. And it looks like it comes up and around and we come out here. That's what it seems like to me, right? I don't know, probably here. What is across the way? What is this? What would this be? We're in a forested, there's a tower inside of it. I feel like we should look and see if there's anything in the core book. If not, we're going to fall back to Knave about what could be in here. The rules for Shadowdark is that we are to check if there are any bad guys or anything in here. So let's talk about the dungeon, right? Random encounters. We didn't find anything. Nothing came out for us. Nothing is here. There's nothing following us. We're good. There's no traps. We've encountered no hazards. And then, what is the thing across the way? I think something's got to happen here, right? Like, it's been too quiet. We're on the second floor of this place. Nothing has happened. Audience, give me percentiles, and we'll see if something has happened while we're in here. Like, there's got to be a noise or something that happens, because it has been 7 rounds of us walking inside. We just stole their prized possession. So give me percentiles, and we'll figure out what this could be. If you're still watching this and you're about part of the way through and you're kind of playing your own Solodark as well, let me talk about something I think that a lot of people miss when playing solo games. When you're done with this game, we're going to talk about aftermath notes now, because I'm going to do them by myself. At the very bottom of this page that you see that I'm writing on, and probably in the combat section if I need it, I'm going to do aftermath notes to give me mental notes of where I left off. Let's see if we can get that. So at 21, someone tries to pick your pocket. Now, everybody, we know that things have been going too well. We are heading up. I'm going to put stairs to R2. Someone tries to pick our pockets. This is a pirate's tower. So we got to start with the simple thing. Rules over Oracle. That's how we're going to do it unless we're really lost. I think the thing that makes the most sense is we probably moved one more turn, right? Probably moved one more turn, and we went like this, and then like this, and then like this, and we're at the edge of these steps. I think we kind of walked all the way around to here, and we're looking at something. I think someone slips out from behind the other pillar and tries to rob us. What would be the Swedish chef be doing right now? Probably, let's see here. Need a good soundboard from him. Let's do, there's some good ones on here, but nothing great. We're gonna say he's singing about making meatballs. Right? And he's going through, looking about like the things he's gonna cut up, what he's gonna make for his next dish, what he's gonna do. He's gonna get picked. I think that we're gonna roll for this creature. It only makes sense. But I, in counter to what is going on, would like to spend one of our stream loot cards, because I feel like he is going to be aware. He's stalking. It's been too easy. I think he is going to be aware of what is going on. So let me scroll through our cards here and decide what I want to use. I don't want to say blind eye. Gain advantage on smuggling. That doesn't make sense. Maybe... Let's use listen close. Reroll encounter distance. No, we're not going to reroll encounter distance. Guess we just use our wisdom one. We get a +1 to our roll if he makes it. So he's going to roll first. He rolled 2. This creature does not. They reach in our pockets. We turn quickly while we're singing the song. We hear it. We get out of the corner of our mouth. We are faster than them. He is a chaotic dungeon chef. I don't think that the dungeon chef is going to have a conversation here. He's not the best in combat, right? But we have our new sword in our hand. Trail of incense that are there. I'm going to roll initiative for us and roll initiative for him. We're going to do this combat, and we're going to end, I think, after this combat. So let's find out who goes first. I got a 17. That's our die. I got a 17 because we got advantage because of our new sword. Now let's roll for the other guy. You got a 16. So that's really close because unfortunately, I am going to play, I think we're going to play a faster card. I think we have one, which gives us a bonus to what we're doing. Because we want to get rid of some of our penalties. So I'm going to use faster from Star Drew. I'm going to mark over here that we have a +1 to our dex. Because remember, our guy, unfortunately, isn't the best. And we have a -4. So instead of a 14, we're going to have a 15. This guy, unfortunately, is still going to go before us. So it's going to be them, then us. All right? Them, then us. What is this creature? This is where we get into random encounters. So let's go to the random encounter table. Someone try to pick our pockets. And let's go to a forested area. And let's see what we can get on this table. I'm going to roll for this one because I'm curious to see what we get. Maybe we don't die, right? Maybe we make it out of here. Maybe it doesn't go horribly wrong. And we're going to roll and see what we can get. Get percentiles. I got a 91. What is trying to pick our pockets? We might have just blown our thing. Did you see what we got? We have a camp of 2d20 berserkers that are willing to trade goods. Maybe we aren't going to attack. We turn on these people. I need the audience to roll me 2d20 for how many berserkers there are. We are now going to write down that we are on our second floor. So we are on R2 now. Right? We're on R2. Found a magical item on R1. And there are... How many berserkers did we get from the audience? 2d20. 10. 10 berserkers. Willing to trade. Willing to trade. I think we turn, flash steel. We give him the kind of noise, and he just puts his hands up. No. And in common, he talks about wanting to trade. What type of berserkers do we have here? I kind of want to know that. I want to know what we're dealing with. We know there's fungal knots in the area, which are like mushroom people, but we don't want that to be what these are. We know it's a pirated area. That doesn't mean someone else isn't passing through it. So maybe we talk about what the creature could be. So we did Forest Encounter and Berserkers. Are Berserkers, you know what? Let's look in the monster book area. Maybe they have Berserkers in here. Why does it feel like a Resident Evil plotline? It does feel like a Resident Evil plotline. That is very true. Let's see. We have animated armor. Is there Berserkers in here? Bandit? No Berserker. Huh. I'm going to Control F search. Let's just see if we pull up Berserker. It's mentioned 5 times. Oh, there's Berserker. Berserker. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to put down a page number. Again, for those kind of learning how I take notes. This is a Berserker. The Berserker is where at? We have page 199. So I'm going to go like this. Page 199. And then I'm going to move all this stuff and I'm going to show you how I write my quick stat blocks. We have the book here, but we're not going to keep this open the whole time, obviously. And I want to have a stat line here in case we need it again. So we know that they are what level? Let me pull this back up. Done. And I have it pulled up behind this. I'm going to move it just so it's not in the way. So currently they are level 2. Okay, they're out of our league. Their hit points are AC 12. Their bonus to hit is 1 attack at +2. Their melee is a great axe. That's not good. It's a great axe. Great axe, and it does 1d10. The other thing they do is a melee, and they have a spear. Try not to shake the camera on you, sorry. We're gonna get a new mount for it. And a spear does 1d6. And it is near. What is it, near? Is that it? I thought you could throw them. Well, you can't. It's near. But they have range on that. And I think the battle axe, the great axe, is normal. Close and near. Oh, okay. Or spear close near. Oh, it's close and near. Okay. And then I have their stat blocks over here, right? So we're just going to write it down. So I always just put the number. I don't put the plus unless there's no reason. Their constitution is a 1. Their dexterity is a 1. Their intelligence is a 0. And then we have a charisma of 0. We're more charismatic. We might be able to talk our way out of this. And we have a will of 1. And their hit points are 10. Right? Their HP are 10. And we have 10 of these things. So I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We used another one of our light rounds. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't fight these. This is where I usually have a conversation with myself when I'm running these solo games. We spun, we flash steel, we have our chef's knife attached, but we see this hulking guy in front of us. And obviously we're a chef and they offer trade. And I think our trade should be food. We have incense, they can smell it. I think in common, we're going to ask them, no. They're like telling us no. Like, oh, we'll cook. Oh, no, we'll cook for you. And in that hollow tin voice of our character, I think we look over the party of them and we can see the camp. Maybe the camp is in that exit. Like if we're looking at the map, maybe that is an exit, or maybe they're on the next floor. I think the next floor. And maybe we can get them to convince them that we will cook for them. Right? I mean, a berserker pirate concept art? Berserker pirate concept art. Let's see if we can find something. Something we like. So I think that is going to be a Viking pirate concept art. That's what we'll go with. Because someone said that in chat, and I think that's genius. So let's go back over, pick some art for these guys. Canva has a really good background remover for those who are playing Solodark games. He blends into our blue background, right? So we're definitely going to need to put some drop shadow to this guy. Over here, we already have one on this guy. I am going to copy the layer style, and we're just going to click it on this guy. And then we'll edit this, and we'll remove the background now that we've done that. And now we can go into here, and we can decide how big it is. I think we give them that opposing, we're looking up, all light comes from down on what we're doing here. We have a nice shadow for him. No angle. We'll do the distance a little more because we want him to feel big. And then I think we blur it slightly. It's a little too intense. So we're gonna blur it a touch. We'll increase the size of them. And the other thing I like to do when I'm doing this stuff, because again, we're doing this for us, right? We're making this for us. And because we're making it for us, I'm particular. I want to change the skin up. I want them to be darker. I want them to have a little more hue to them. I want the brightness to get pulled forward a little bit. And I want a little more contrast. And then I think instead of brown, I think then I want them to have a little more of a golden hue to what they have. We'll turn the brightness up on the gold, sharpness, and the clarity, and we'll call it good. Right? That looks good. Done editing them. We'll now share this and we'll download it for ourselves. Always do PNGs in case you do transparent backgrounds. And then I'm just going to download this and we'll have what we need for our characters. While this is downloading, let's turn this off. Let's decide how we want to handle this. I think we cook. Let them cook, y'all. Let them cook. We're going to follow them up to the next one. This will be another round as we come out here. So let's count this properly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is here, right up to the platform. So we're going to be here. We're going to pull him open. We're going to add a character into this for alchemy. We're going to go like this. And we're going to add our new blue characters. How do we want to do this? If we're going to cook, we need monster parts, some food for them, and we can make that happen, right? Like that's what we can do. Where do we do this at? Well, he is in here. It is showing it. Let's go like this and let's go to NPCs. Let's just view all. Aha. Here you go. I think we're gonna do... I think we have to do an oracle. I think that's the only thing. Viking pirates. Berserker. I don't like this at all. I don't like that is our thing. And now we'll pull him up. We'll add his token. Their party of 10 is here, right? Ready, everybody? Let's just show how bad this is for us, shall we? We can't even get past these guys. Unless we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need more. 8, 9, 9, and then I'm gonna have one sitting on the stairs. 10. That's how many guys there are. Let's make them food. I'm assuming... Do they have a bonfire? We're just going to do a simple die roll for the Oracle on this. They do have a bonfire. I got a 14. That is a yes when you're looking in here for our Oracles. 14. Yes, they do. So we're going to snuff out our torch. I'm going to mark that we snuffed the torch because remember, we can reburn that torch. And when you relight a torch, there is a chance it doesn't relight, but we don't lose one. And we're going to make them food. Let's get this roll together. We're going to end with this roll of us making food. Obviously, him making stuff. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Making food. Okay. We know we have lots of skills. We know these are Vikings. We know that we have some abilities that they do not have. I think we make rejuvenating stew for them because they gain an extra use of their ability for the day. So, if we go back and we look at the Berserkers get rage once a day and they're immune to morale checks. They have a D4 extra damage bonus for 3 rounds. We're going to risk it for the biscuit, make them better food, letting them have more enrage, and we're going to make them come with us to go through this place. Maybe we can convince a few of these Vikings to act as bodyguards. All right, let's go back to our golem. I'm gonna risk it. Our rejuvenation thing we have to do, they double what you're doing. This is us using our skill, which is our meal prep. We're gonna cook and field dress monster rations. We asked them, do you have monster? So we know we're going to have them do some fun stuff. We gotta see if they have food. Food is important. What's the chance they have a monster they recently killed? There's 10 of them. I think it's likely. I think we're gonna roll with advantage on this because I think it's likely they've killed something. Got a 14, and we got a 1. With advantage, we get rid of this. We're aiming towards yes. 11 plus. They do have monster. If they had 2, I might have said 2 successes. They have double the amount, but we have enough that's here. They light their fire. We're going to cook for them. Let's check our DC under our character and see what happens. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I think we go with DC 14 int, which makes food to cure a condition. But we are going to do a dungeon cook. We can cook food, meal prep, field dress monster, or cook a recipe. Meals last 1 day. DC 12 makes 4 rations, but we are doing one of our special ones. It takes us 30 minutes, DC 14, and that's what we're going to be making. DC 14 seems high. It's 12 to make them. What is our recipe? How hard is this recipe to make? It's a 12. Meal prep is a 12. It makes 4 rations, but we have the ability to do it twice because of our abilities. Let's look at our stream loot cards. For those who don't know, you can play stream loot cards. They affect the Monday show, and every time we do these shows, if you haven't seen stream loot cards, they play on screen, and I have a list of them here that we can do. I think we have to go with we're going to go with our ability to cook, and we are going to use the Smarter card. Smarter gives us a +1 to spellcasting and intelligence bonus. We're rolling with 1 die, but intelligence is our best stat, everybody. It technically gives us a 3, and our knife that we have, because it's integrated, gives us a +1. So that's a 4. +1 for this is a 5. We are looking for a 12. I'm going to throw in, more than likely, a breacher point for a D6. All right, everybody. We got a 15. We beat it for our first roll. So that was Serving Hands Smarter card. We cook 4 over the course. We feed 4 of them. We tell them we can only make 8 of these, and we're going to make 8. So, do we have another Smarter card? Do we have another Smarter card for the next roll? We do not have another Smarter card. We're out Smarter cards. Shit. I am going to... I saw the Streamlit card get played, but it's not Smarter. We're gonna... Same thing. D20 roll. We need a 12 again. We have a +4 instead of +5 right now. That, everybody, is a natural 20. Natural 20 in this game is a crit. I would like to say we are able to feed everybody here, including ourselves, even though we don't really eat because we're golem. And we feed the entire barbarian group. And I would like to say for that 20, when we ask to bring somebody on board with us, we have advantage. And I think that's going to be our last question for the night. After a long night of eating food with this group, we sit down, watch the bats fly around in the cave. We tell stories of what's going on, and I tell them about what happened as I am taking this stew out. And of course, the most important thing we need to do here is, what kind of stew did I make? We know in this that it is a restorative stew, but the question is, what is the monster? So I'm going to go to our tables in Shadowdark, and we are going to roll for a random encounter monster to see what we possibly get. Let's look at random monsters for a forest. What did they kill as a group of 10 of them to give us something? And I think to get spicy, everybody, I'm going to roll in Knave. Knave has got some really cool monster creation encounters. We're going to do percentiles. Let's get back to the table. We're going to roll percentiles here, and we're going to see what we get. What do they bring me to cook? We have a 74. 74 is some form. Ooh. Don't tell me I rolled owlbear. Don't tell me this was owlbear. Was this owlbear? No. Are we cooking owlbear tonight? I would love if we cooked owlbear. I would love that to be like his first recipe he ever cooks. There's no way. Page 61 in here. I'll open it up so you guys can see it. So we rolled a 74. A 74 in this area is a owlbear. I rolled a 74. You watched it. We're cooking owlbear. No wonder why there was so much to feed these men. No wonder. And the way you name your stuff, I have a random table, which I'm not going to showcase yet. But we have an owlbear, and we're going to... And the irony of owlbear is also, he says if you don't know what monster to use in this book, to use an owlbear, and we rolled an owlbear. That is priceless. Ben, if you're watching this, or you see this clip later on, I just want to point out, we rolled a 74, we got owlbear, and we're cooking owlbear. And you tell us to use an owlbear, we don't know what monster to use. And we didn't know what monster to use. Good man, Ben. Good man. So, let's do our food. Let's get the name of it. We have restorative is our type, right? We have marinated grilled monster, and we have... what was the other one? Was it glazed monster? No. Rejuvenating stew. So we have rejuvenating owlbear stew. Rejuvenating owlbear stew is what we cook. I'm going to write this down here. I'm dead serious. I'm not making that up. Rejuvenating owlbear stew. With the spices and seasonings and things that we have, we cook and skim the oil and fat off from the owlbear. We pluck the feathers and use those to create a smoke for the fire. We set some of the dried fruits and vegetables that we have aside because they travel well. We sprinkle those on top of the bowl as we chop it with our integrated, our chef's knife hand. The incense soared out and burning, making this area smell well. It smells great. We ladle this stew to people, and we ask who's in charge and who else would you like to be, who would like to be inspired with the rejuvenating monster stew. And we pass those on to the leader, and I'm going to say the leader's son. With that, they eat. It goes well. Everyone is excited. But unfortunately, we cooked for the night. And when we roll for encounters, encounters happen on a 1 and 2 when we cook. Here's the hoping we don't draw the attention of anyone else. A 5. The night goes well. Talk to them. We party with them. And we ask, we have to travel. We're looking for a way out of the wall. We were ambushed by another set of people who stole our stuff. We believe they're going to try to escape as well. They go to Astrolane, we're safe, but we'd love to make it out of here. These people are friendly with us. We have a good charisma. We're going to roll to see if we can get somebody on our side. With that, we have some extra cards to play. And I think we're going to roll, we're going to add advantage to what we're doing. Because we really want this. Really want this. I think they're going to be a 9. I don't think it'll be too hard. Because they were unfriendly. Or no, they started friendly. And we made them super friendly. So we're going to go down to a 9, from a 12 to a 9. We're going to roll with advantage. We get a plus, I believe, 2 to our sheet. 2. 9 up. This one fell off. We have a 13. And we have a 16. The next time we come to play, everyone, we are coming here with companions. And these companions are going to join us and help us find our way out of what we have rolled as, what do we end up naming this place? Depths of the Lost Pirate. That's it for our first Solodark session. We did prep, setup, and everything else. If you like what you saw tonight, thank you if you joined us earlier with the tech difficulties. We fixed it. On this side here, there's going to be some videos to watch, or maybe that's where the subscribe is, and on this side will be the other part. If you like it, share it with your friends, talk about Solodark with everyone else, and be honest, we just did a co-op or a duo dark, and you could do the same thing with your friends at home, or a spouse, or shit, I don't know, maybe at Gen Con you sit down and have a drink and play some Solodark. I hope you enjoyed this. We will be back again with this, and this information will continue over to next Monday when we bring back Breachers for episode 2. Have a great night, everybody.